picking up on the energy of someone who is extremely creative, okay? You're like a jack of all trades. You are like a renaissance man or renaissance woman. There's almost nothing that you cannot do, okay? I have a video that says something like, people don't like you or people envy you because you body everything that you do. It's something like that. I will tag it if I can find it or put it at the very end of the video. But yeah, like you body every single thing that you do. Everything that you touch turns to gold. It's just a matter of time. It doesn't even matter if you have a rough start or a rough beginning and it doesn't take off exactly how you need it to. It's not how you start, it's how you end. And by the time that you get to the end of these projects or whatever it is that you touch and whatever it is that you're working on, people can see, and God can see, and even yourself can see, oh yeah, like I'm pretty badass, like I'm pretty good at this, okay? So I'm getting the energy of someone who is being presented with two different opportunities, or these two opportunities may come to you, or this is just something that you've been thinking. This is a thought process that you have had yourself. It may not be a physical opportunity that's being presented to you, but this is something that you have been pondering on back and forth. There are two main things that you really love to do, and you are at a crossroads where you can take either path, all right? And you're trying to figure out, what path do I want to take? What path do I want to go down right now? I know a lot of you hope that I'm going to just give you the answer and tell you, okay, pick the red pill or pick the blue pill. I'm not here to give you that answer. I'm more so to give you a confirmation and give you clarity. So maybe I'll have some confirmations for somebody later in the video about what path that you should go down. But honestly, y'all, if you can do both, do both, okay? Like I say this all the time, like I'm multi-talented, I'm multi-gifted myself, and I'm gonna use all of my gifts until my heart stops beating, okay? Like I plan on living many different lives and many different experiences and using all the gifts that God blessed me with. There is no like, I have to choose. So maybe that's just what you needed to hear. You don't have to choose. You don't have to pick one. All right. So yeah, maybe these two opportunities are being presented to you, but I feel like even if it is like a physical opportunity, if this is something you can truly see, truly touch, I see somebody doing like a art gallery. I've been getting a lot about artists. I feel like there may be a lot of artists that watch me, or maybe it's just one, but I see somebody doing an art gallery or something. I kind of see somebody who is choosing between what artwork they want to display in their art gallery, or maybe you're having some type of art show and you're trying to choose between what you should put in the show. I feel like you may have even done something that has to do with nature or animals. Maybe like I'm getting something about like monkeys or something. I don't know why I'm getting that. Something about like monkeys, apes, something like that. Something like jungle life. Maybe you have created some type of artwork surrounding that specifically. I'm not sure exactly, but something about that, or something about outer space. Something like NASA. I don't know if this is something to do with artwork or if these is different opportunities being presented to somebody. So if you hear confirmation, just take it, because I'm not sure if this is like, maybe you painted a picture of outer space or like some type of wildlife thing, or is this somebody who's given the opportunity to work with NASA, or I don't know who this is watching me. This is kind of crazy, but I'm seeing like dogs right there on the screensaver. It's like it looks like a French bulldog and a pit bull like in the grass. So I don't know, that could be a confirmation for somebody, but I don't know. This is just something where I get half of you are being presented with an opportunity, or you will be given the opportunity to go down two different paths. And then some of you are kind of just pondering in your head, like, what do I want to do with my life? Like, you have been successful at one thing for a long time, and now you're like, okay, I'm bored, okay? And you know, like really intelligent people, creatives, we get bored very easily, okay? Very easily. And we're like, okay, this was fun at the time and it was exciting at the time, but now I'm ready for something new, okay? So you could have been in the gifted program when you were in school. You could have been an honors student. You could have been somebody who skipped grades, or one of those people who got like tons and tons of scholarships when they were in high school, or whatever the case may be. But I'm just definitely getting the energy of somebody who is extremely intelligent, extremely creative. Like you were in a field of your own, okay? Like I'm getting genius vibes. I'm kind of seeing like Jimmy Neutron. If you guys have ever seen that show, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you have, especially you live in America, but Jimmy Neutron was a genius, okay? He was always inventing things, all right? So I'm kind of getting something like that. Maybe you're an inventor, but I don't know. I'm just getting somebody is trying to choose between two things. But if this is for somebody who it's not a physical opportunity being given to you. This is more so just you going back and forth in your mind trying to figure out, okay, what do I want to do now? I've already done this. I'm not going to necessarily stop doing it, but I feel like it's ran its course. My soul is telling me it's time to do something else, okay? Whatever that thing is, I feel like you're going to make the right decision for yourself. I don't feel like I'm being called to tell you what decision to make. If you need further guidance and this is really resonating with you, then the only thing I can recommend is to book me for a session, okay? I do intuitive guidance, intuitive healing. So if you need that, you would have to book me for a session if you want like clear, cut, and dry answers. But other than that, I just kind of feel like do it all, y'all. Try everything. Like, I'm hearing Zootopia. I don't know why animals are so significant right now, but you know, in that movie Zootopia, if you've seen it, it's a song called Try Everything, okay? Try everything. You have so much life to live. There's so much more for you to see. Just do it. And it's okay if you try something and you stop because you feel like, okay, this isn't really in line with me. But you wouldn't have known it didn't align with you if you weren't willing to step out on faith and take that risk, okay? You have to be a risk taker in this life, okay? That's why they say like nice guys and nice girls finish last. They're not just talking about people who are kind. They're talking about people who are not willing to be rebels and take risk and go-getters and go out there and get it and step out on faith, okay? You cannot be afraid to be seen trying. You just have to do it. People are going to run their mouth regardless, okay? People don't care if you're doing right or wrong. They're going to have something to say. But like they always say, there is no such thing as bad publicity, okay? If people are speaking on you and talking about you, now it's different if you're doing something vile and evil, okay? We get it. Y'all don't have to get in the comments and saying, yes, there is such a thing as bad publicity. You know what I mean, okay? When I say that, I mean that when you are doing something like being yourself and being authentic, there's no such thing as bad publicity. If you're a singer and people are making remarks about your singing, or if you're an actress or an actor, or you're a fashion designer, you're some type of creative, or if you're a football player, a basketball player, think about it. Even like the greatest football players, the greatest basketball players, one of the best artists of all time, they still get talked about. They still get judged to this day, even the ones who are dead and gone, okay? People don't care how amazing that you are. There is always going to be insecure people in the world. There's always going to be people in the world who feel mediocre about themselves and they want other people to feel mediocre. They will go as far as trying to reach down from the highest star in the sky, and they can't even reach that star, but they're going to try their best to try to project onto you and try to make you feel small because they feel small. You make them feel small unintentionally, okay? So I said this to say, a lot of y'all, this is not the time to be being afraid. You should have been past being afraid. You should have been worked past your fears. I know we're all on different journeys. Whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like the divine is telling me to tell you specifically, you have waited long enough. That project that you've been holding on to, it's time for the world to see it. You're waiting for something to be perfect, and that's not possible. It's never going to be perfect. Not everybody's going to like it. You have to be willing to accept constructive criticism. You could be somebody who has Virgo placements. If you know Virgos are very like judgmental, and they like to criticize people, and they're like kind of like unbothered but also bothered at the same time. So you could be a Virgo and God is kind of telling you like, okay, you're a hypocrite and you were always criticizing people, but you won't even step out on faith. You won't even like use your gifts. You won't even do that creative thing that I blessed you with. Like, how you gonna judge somebody else when you're not even doing what you're supposed to do? You are too busy worrying about what other people got going on, and you're not worried enough about yourself, okay? So this feels like lashings, okay? Like the divine is like giving somebody lashings right now, because no, you are worried about the wrong thing. And collective, like, don't be in my collective and be worried about the wrong thing, okay? Because in this collective, we're very much worried about ourselves. And yeah, we care about other people, but we are the type of people who like, okay, I have given so much energy to this world. I have been the people pleaser. I have been somebody who would give the shirt off my back to others. And I have given and given and given and allowed people to take and take and take. And now it's my turn. It's me time, okay? And I'm going to be selfish because my whole life I have been selfless, okay? So I don't know who you are, but you better be using your creative gifts. You better be using your spiritual gifts. Whatever gifts that God has given you, Please understand that God did not give you those gifts for no reason. He did not give you those gifts so you can go out there and try to use them and fall flat on your face. Like, why would God bless you with this and then be like, tell you to do it just for you to fail? Failing was never in the cards for you. You're allowing your fear and maybe even a voice in your head, like a voice from like a mother or a father or a friend or something, a sibling, you're allowing this voice in your head to make you feel like you cannot do this when God already said that you can. Listen to what God is telling you, not what these other people are telling you, not what this fear inside of you is telling you. What is God telling you? God is the one who gave you the gift. God already knows what you're going to do with the gift because he already saw it before you were even born, what you were going to do with this gift. He's just waiting for you to use it, okay? And trust in him and know he has your back. God has your back, okay? So if you're afraid to do this, and oh my God, like as I'm saying this, I feel like this message is for me too, but as God has our back, okay? If this is something that you really want to do, please do it. Like, you're going to be so thankful. You're going to be so grateful that you stepped out on faith and you trusted God and you did this. And you did not let your gifts go to waste, because it's really going to change your life. Like, a lot of y'all are seeking abundance. You're seeking miracles, and you are the miracle. You are the abundance, and God is just waiting for you to recognize that, because he has something he wants to bless you with, but he can't bless you with it if you don't take the time out there to do it, okay? I feel like God has already blessed you. For some of you, I feel like God has already blessed you in whatever this creative endeavor that you have been doing, and he's ready to bless you in something else, okay? Like, that was whatever he blessed you with this creative project or whatever you were doing, that was crumbs compared to what you're going to get when you take this next step, okay? So I don't know what this is, but I'm very excited for whoever you are. Like, I feel very giddy. I hope I have given you the energy that you need to go out there and just do it. Do not look for perfection, y'all. Just show up as you, okay? You can perfect that stuff later. Just put it out there. Show up as you. I promise you, people are going to love it. I feel this in my heart, that whoever this is for, that whatever God is calling you to do, it will be successful. I'm not saying that it's going to be an overnight sensation. It could be. That does happen, okay? I'm not saying that though. But if it happens, God bless. But if it doesn't, keep going and don't be afraid and don't take it down because you feel like, oh, nobody cares about it. Do you care about it? Are you happy with the fact that you went out there and did something that most people are terrified to do? There are so many people who are old, like older people, who always tell us, young folks, that one of their biggest regrets was making excuses, living in fear, and not chasing their dreams and going after the things that they wanted. Because now some of them, not all of them, because I don't feel like it's ever truly too late, but some of them are too old, or they don't have that much time left to actually chase their dreams and do all the things that they wanted to do. So for some of you who are like in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, honey, you got a long time before you are gonna go anywhere, okay? So especially if you're in your 20s, okay, don't ever play with your youth, okay? Don't play with your life. Do not waste your good years sitting around in lack and in fear or sadness, okay? You better shake it off. And if you can't shake it off, figure out how to shake it off or hire some help, okay? A lot of you just need to hire help. There are so many free resources even for therapy. You just have to go out there and find it. Do not make any more excuses, y'all. Like, I understand being depressed. I have definitely been there. And I wish I had somebody saying the things that I'm saying to you now. And I know it's easier said than done, but I just want to encourage whoever this is, please, y'all, before this year is over with, go out there and chase your dreams. Launch that project. Do the thing, whatever that thing is, okay? I don't know what it is. Only you know what it is. But just know that you are covered, you're protected, you're guided. God has your back, and there's nothing that you need to be afraid of.